Welcome to Money Simplified. Today, we are going to learn about a man who came from nothing and became one of the richest men in the world. This is the story of Elon Musk, a man who was bullied as a child, who faced many failures, but never gave up. His journey is not easy. It is full of pain, risk, and big decisions. But in the end, he changed the world. Let's begin. Elon Musk was born in South Africa in 1971. When he was a child, he was very quiet and different from other kids. He loved reading books. He could spend many hours learning about science, space, and technology. While other kids played outside, Elon stayed inside reading and thinking. But his life was not easy. At school, Elon was bullied. Other kids thought he was strange. They did not understand him. One day, a group of boys pushed him down the stairs. He was badly hurt and had to go to the hospital. This moment stayed with him for a long time. At home, things were also complicated. His parents divorced when he was young. After that, Elon chose to live with his father. At first, he believed it was the right decision, but later, he said it was a very difficult experience. His father was very strict and not very warm. Life at home was not peaceful. Elon often felt alone. He did not have many friends, so he spent most of his time reading. Books became his escape. He read about science, history, and the future. Sometimes, he read for more than 10 hours in one day. His mind was always working. Elon also had a younger brother named Kimball. They were close and shared ideas. Even as kids, they talked about business and how to create things. Elon was always trying new ideas, but many of them did not work. He tried small projects, but they failed. Sometimes, his ideas were too big. Sometimes, they just did not work, but he never stopped trying. At the age of 12, Elon created a video game called Blastar. He sold it for $500. It was not a lot of money, but it was his first success. It showed that he could create something and people would pay for it. Still, life was not easy. He struggled to connect with people. He was different, but instead of changing himself, he focused on learning. He taught himself how to use computers. There was no easy internet at that time, so he learned by reading and testing. Many times, things did not work. Programs failed, ideas failed, but every failure made him better. This became a pattern in his life. Try, fail, learn, try again. As he grew older, Elon had a big dream. He did not want a normal life. He wanted to change the world, so he made a bold decision. He left South Africa, he moved to Canada, and later to the United States. He believed this was the best place to build his future. But when he arrived, life was still very hard. He did not have much money. Sometimes he lived in small apartments. Sometimes he worked long hours just to survive. He studied at university and learned physics and economics. He wanted to understand both science and business. After finishing his studies, he made another risky decision. He did not want a normal job. He wanted to start a company. Together with his brother Kimball, he created a company called Zip2. In the beginning, it was very difficult. They had little money. They worked all the time. Sometimes Elon slept in the office. There was no comfort, only work. Many times things went wrong. They made mistakes. They faced problems, but they kept going. After some time, the company started to grow, and then something big happened. They sold the company for millions of dollars. For the first time, Elon had real money. Most people would stop. Most people would relax. But Elon did not. He wanted more. He wanted to build something bigger, so he used his money to create another company. This company was called X.com. Later, it became PayPal. Again, the journey was not easy. There were problems inside the company. At one point, Elon was removed from his own company. This was a difficult moment, but in the end, PayPal became very successful. It was sold for billions of dollars. Now, Elon was very rich, but he did something very unusual. He did not keep the money for himself. He invested almost everything into new ideas. One of these ideas was SpaceX. He wanted to build rockets and send humans to space. Many people thought he was crazy. Building rockets is extremely expensive and very risky. The first launches failed. Rockets exploded. Money was lost. Again and again. People laughed at him. They said he would lose everything. And he almost did. He had money for only one more launch. If it failed, everything would be over. But the next launch was successful. SpaceX survived, and later, it became one of the most important space companies in the world. At the same time, Elon was working on another project, Tesla. He believed in electric cars, but at that time, many people did not. The company had many problems. It was close to failure. They were losing money. People said it would not work. But Elon continued. He invested his own money. He worked day and night. Slowly, things changed. Tesla started to grow. People began to believe. Today, Tesla is one of the most famous car companies in the world. Elon Musk became one of the richest men in the world. But he did not stop. He continued to build new ideas. He started Neuralink to connect the human brain with computers. He created the Boring Company to build tunnels under cities. He bought Twitter, now called X, to change communication. Some people admire him. Some people criticize him. He is not a simple person. He takes big risks. Sometimes he fails. Sometimes he wins. But he never stops. From a bullied child to a global entrepreneur, his story teaches something important. Success is not easy. It is not fast. It requires courage. It requires failure. And it requires persistence. Elon Musk failed many times. He lost money. He was rejected. He was doubted. But he kept going. And that is what made the difference. Today, he is still working, still building, still dreaming. He wants to take humans to Mars. He wants to change the future. And maybe one day, his ideas will change the entire world. This is not just a story about money. It is a story about vision, a story about belief, and a story about never giving up. Because sometimes, the people who look different, the people who take risks, are the ones who change everything. If you enjoyed this story, take a moment to like this video. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to bring you more stories like these. If you want to learn about money, success, and the lives of powerful people, make sure to subscribe to Money Simplified. We post new stories regularly, simple, clear, and easy to understand. And if you want to continue learning right now, check out the next video on your screen. There is always another story waiting for you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.